Hey guys, welcome to my review on set 75292, the Razer Crest. This is the main ship in the Mandalorian, and it comes with 1,023 pieces. It is rated 10+, and I've already made a build video on this set, so be sure to check it out. I think I'll have it linked right here. So it's as per usual, we'll start off with the minifigures. Alright, the first minifig I've got here is Grief Karga. He's wielding these dual blasters, which are kind of the short type. He has these nice orange arms. He also has a very nice torso print there, just I wish they continued it down to his legs. He would have looked so complete with that. Because I know he has a side cape that continues down on below his hips and his legs, so I just wish they kind of included that. I kind of cheaped out on us here with not including that, but it just looks like it's tucked in. You'll get the same effect around back here. You can also see his very puffy hairpiece there. It is a black hair, and then he has that one facial expression right there, which is happy with a mustache, and then definitely a more mad facial expression around there. So I just wish they included that leg printing, so let's get to the next minifig. So now, technically, IG-11 isn't a minifigure by LEGO standards, but I think it's a minifigure, so I'm just showing it here. The only thing really cool about him is this nice print for his head there. It's kind of got these like red lights on there, which looks pretty cool. Just I think for his body, it just really doesn't match what an assassin droid is. They have like all of this like wires and stuff. This just kind of shows that he's like a battle droid, but which he's not a battle droid. They include two guns with him. They kind of show that medium gun there, and then they have that other gun with the triangle at the end. That is just clipped on there with this brick belt clip, which looks pretty decent. He has some nice legs, which are not posable. And his head is actually pretty cool, but everything else is just kind of like not what I would expect for an assassin droid. So let's get to the next one. There's also a Baby Yoda included in this set. You all know the deal with him. He has like that print for his torso, and then he also has those eyes printed on. He looks very cute, just from the side, not so much. My favorite minifigure in this set has got to be the Scout Trooper. He just has so much great detailing. I mean, he comes with this small little blaster, which isn't very exciting, but also his helmet is just super really great detailed. It's actually dual molded, so you can see some of the dual molded black in there. He also has this pretty simple face, but at least it's not an angry clone face under there. So we'll just put that back on. You can also see around back there's some also more great detailing of what you would see on a Scout Trooper. There are some vents on the back there and some other black parts. He is just really, really good. Here's the Mandalorian and his armor that he had for like 3 episodes in the first season. And obviously I don't like this armor as much as I like the Beskar one. I'll just never compare it to the Beskar one. But for when this set came out, this Mandalorian was actually really good. He obviously doesn't have arm printing like the other one, but there's a lot of really great detail on his torso and legs there. His helmet is Beskar, but it's kind of odd why it was Beskar and then it stayed the same, but LEGO changed it a different color. It's probably just they thought like, oh, this is going to be too dark for the other Beskar. Yeah, never mind. That's neither here nor there. He has this very nice papery cape. Under there you're going to find some back printing. Pretty cool. His helmet is obviously this kind of very dark gray. Still a black head under there, but I don't think we knew what his face looks like when the set came out. So yeah, I thought I might as well show you these guys stuck in carbonite. On the left there you see Mithril, or the Mithril from the Mandalorian. Also a random dude on the side there. These are actually stickers that were just put onto this kind of gray piece right there. So they obviously didn't make molds for these, which I can understand, but it also would have been nice if these were prints, but I thought I might as well show you. And the overall minifigures in the set are actually kind of lacking. I think for $130, the price, you should be at least getting 6 minifigures, and they're actually saying that you're only getting 3 because they don't count the child and IG-11 as minifigures. So it would have been really nice if we could have gotten a Cara Dune or a Queel, but those are all the minifigures, so now we can look at the real Razer Crest. So to start off, I thought I might as well show a size comparison here, and man, the Razer Crest just dwarfs the Slave one. Obviously, the Kylo Ren shuttle has a much different design. Like it has like large wings, definitely different than the Slave one. But I thought I might as well just to show you kind of how tall the Slave one is, or I mean the Razer Crest is, and then everything else. So that's the first segment of this review. So now we can take an in-depth look at the Razer. Also, guys, one more thing I forgot to do is we need to get Teddy's opinion on him. So let me go get him right now. Teddy, what do you think of this ship? What do you think it looks like? Does it look cool to you? Huh? See it? Okay, that's Teddy's review. Alright, so visually speaking, this thing just looks really great. They have captured so many of those really great kind of curves and points that the Razer Crest has, like right in here that they use that piece to kind of make that curve. That just looks really good. And you can obviously tell there's just a lot of stickers around here, which I am not a big fan of. I mean, if you can get them right, they look really good. Like this is a behemoth sticker right there, but if you can get them right, they look really good, but they're just very stressful to put on. These engines also look very nice. You can't really articulate these little flaps on the edge there, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's not the biggest deal. We'll get to the cockpit in a second, but you can obviously just tell there's two big guns right here. And once we get to the interior, I'll show you how this full thing's open up, but around back, you're gonna find two like engines there, which are just like orange, translucent orange pieces. Then on top, there's actually this little escape pod right here that you can actually just pull out like that. So, you know, that's your escape pod. So let me show you how to put a figure in there. So you can obviously just tell there's a lot of great detail on this thing, like these two engines right there look very nice at the back there. You can actually just pull this up like that. There's a nice window right there, and these are just stuck on there by these two red stud sort of things right there. You can see those two jumper pieces right there. You can just stick a figure in there, get that piece back on, and boom, now he's ready to blast off from the Razer Crest. In reality, this escape pod really wouldn't work because you're completely opening a hole in your ship and pretty much ruining it. But there's just held in there by one little stud on a jumper plate there, and you can just pop that in there, and it doesn't even look like there's an escape pod there. It's very well integrated. And then you can also see some more tan bits around here, which looks pretty good. There's also these little like grills right here that when you push down, you can shoot off your flick fire missile, so that's obviously nice to get very good flick fire missiles. If you don't want to see that red part right there, you can just shoot them off and you won't notice there. And then around back they have this very nice tail, which is pretty good. I think they really nailed the studs to tiles ratio on this. Like you're seeing a lot of studs, but it's not too much where it's like that thing doesn't even look like Lego anymore. So now we can take a look at the cockpit. So this cockpit piece is actually a very nice printed piece. So actually you do get some printed pieces. It's very nice that this is not a sticker. Also, one more thing, a trick Lego sometimes pulls is they make the cockpit piece, like this printing on here, way lighter than like say this part. They've done that a few times, which is really not very good, but looks like they've gotten this one right, which is pretty good. So you can just pull this up from this little handle right there. Then you're gonna find a pretty small cockpit in there. I just think these red seats honestly look a little bit out of place. Like I think they should be like brown or gray, something like that. There's a nice printed cheese slope right there, which is very common in Lego Star Wars. Then you can pop your Mandalorian and Grogu into there. There's also one more seat behind there, which you can put whoever you want in there. Also, this part right here, which is right here, they made a very nice use of space with there's like these little clips in here, so then you can just take whoever's weapon you want and just clip that right in there. On this side of the ship where this main gun is, you can actually fold this down completely. And actually before we fold down, I just wanted to point out these three stickers right there, which are just actually four right here that are just showing some kind of like tan like markings on the ship, which are actually look pretty good, just you have to get them good. So then if you actually don't want to put your spring-loaded shooters in here, you can actually store them in here, or this can be a normal storage area for any loose guns or anything else that you're needing to store. This shot is a little bit hard to get since there's this giant engine right there, but you can actually pull this down, which is kind of like a walkway. It's actually like one of the more accurate things that you can fold out from this, because I don't think this would actually come down on the Razer Crest, but that is a pretty accurate kind of walkway you can pull down. Also some very nice more texturing and detailing. You can pull this whole thing down, so now you've got complete access to the interior, but then we can still move around more. Then this actually comes down on the real Razer Crest, so this is a little bit harder to get down since it's on ratchets, but that will come down like so. Around the side, you're gonna find the same idea. Everything coming down, and then we can also see this kind of little like cheese slopes in there. You can actually take your carbonite things and slide them in there. It's a little hard to do with one hand, but yeah, you can get those in there somehow. And then you can also see a lot of the inner Technic workings in here. These are just like kind of posts here that keep this whole thing sturdy and looking pretty good. There's a lot of room in there to pose figures, but not actually much more play features in there. Then on here, you can see more stickers, very much like the other side. You can pull this down. This is actually one of my favorite parts because this is kind of like the sleeping quarters. There's some more stickers in there, which are very nicely detailed stickers. You can just take a figure in there and squeeze them in there, but there's 2 jumpers you can get on there, but I can't. There we go, got it with one hand. So yeah, you can put a figure in there, then you can close everything up, just like pushing everything up, get that out of the way. And then we're back to more of a display mode. So that was kind of like the play mode. Now we're back to this display mode. So now I'll finish up the review. So that's everything this set's got to offer. It's just a really great display piece and a really great play set. If you want to get this set to play, go for it. If you want to get this set to display, go for it. I think anybody that's gotten this, that wants this set, has gotten it by now because it's been out of stock like everywhere and it's coming back in stock a little bit. So if you don't have this set and you're kind of deciding if you want it, I would definitely recommend go getting it because it might retire soon. The cockpit isn't great. People could probably like modify it to make it a little better. And the minifigures just aren't that great. I mean, at best they're okay. I would have liked a really nice quill or something else, and some of the details a little lacking on them. But that's everything I've got for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you want to see more of this LEGO content. Also subscribe because that's always nice. And I will see you later, and goodbye.